So the latest leaks and spoilers of Jujutsu Kaisen is finally out as we focus on the battle between Sukuna versus Ryozu, where things actually got a very interesting in the beginning of this chapter because when we see Ryozu and Sukuna, they're actually meeting in a stadium where they're about to throw hands. And as before they start even throwing hands at each other, we see Ryozu actually trying to make a deal if she actually beats Sukuna. And as of this time, Sukuna is just like, this is unlikely, but you go on ahead and tell me what you want to do if you win. And there we see that Ryozu says, oh, how about marriage? How about we both get married? And then Sukuna says something that was just pretty much that he will later regret, which is saying that do whatever that you want, whatever that please you. And as of this moment, we see Ryozu actually fangirling because we see that Ryozu actually loves and actually has a crush with Sukuna, which we see that Sukuna is actually irritated and weirded out, especially since she wants Urami to actually cook their favorite meal. And so as of this time, they start attacking against each other because Sukuna is just like, all right, you're weirding me out. This is a weird experience. So he starts to use the divine dogs to go on ahead and attack Ryozu. So as of this moment, the battle continues, and we see that Ryozu escape from the techniques that Sukuna is actually using, because throughout this whole fight, Sukuna is actually using Megumi's curse techniques. And as of this time, Ryozu is actually dodging and using her techniques as well. And as she is kind of noticing this, she stopped her attacks and asks her, why are you using your vessel's techniques and not your own? And as of this time, Sukuna says that he won't use his techniques because to complete the sinking of Megumi's soul, he will want Megumi to think and or look like he actually killed his sister himself. So as of this time, that irritated Ryozu because Ryozu is throwing a tantrum because she wants Sukuna to go ahead and use his curse techniques. But then as of this time, we see that Ryozu, she's able to use her own curse technique, and we see her evolve into this giant bug. And the chapter ends as we see Ryozu takes on a new form with a flash of armor, and which is kind of like specialized in a biology factor. And Sukuna goes on ahead and he starts to summon Maguraga to counter this attack. And that's just pretty much what's going on in this chapter of Jujutsu Kaisen. But let's sum it up what's happening in these leaks. So the battle between Ryozu and Sukuna actually begins. If Ryozu actually wins, he gets to marry Sukuna. But if Sukuna wins and use Megumi's curse techniques throughout this fight, he will have Megumi's soul be sink in the depths, which he will gain more control over Megumi's body. Then we see that Sukuna, he refused to use his curse technique, and he used Magaraga to counteract Ryozu's technique as well, because Ryozu actually turned into a giant bug. So that's pretty much what sums up this upcoming chapter of Jujutsu Kaisen. But if you guys do like the video, please give it a like, subscribe, and remember, always be decent. This is the Monotone Man. Hope you guys have a wonderful day and be safe out here. Peace.